Hi everybody, this is going to be the first draft video on blackbrosgames.com. I'm Bobby Fine.
I'm Justin Black, and here we go. We have a pack rat, so we're probably taking that.
Yeah, that seems just like the obvious first pick. I'm sure all of you who have paid attention know Pack Rat is just insane in this format, so that's the obvious pick, but when we look at the rest of the pack, we're passing a Stab Wound, an Annihilating Fire, a Shred Freak, and a Blood Fray Giant. Those are like the most notable cards, so we're pretty much giving the guy to the left of us an open Rakdos idea.
Yeah, so we might get cut pack 2, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but yeah, the pick is definitely Pack Rat here. So, Lobber Crew is my personal favorite card in this format. And
Uh,
there's
yeah,
not, like, there's Frostborn Weird, but I
gotta
don't,
take the lobber crew.
yeah. This pack is kind of weak. I mean, Frostborn Weird, Drudge Beetle, and Sewer Shambler are all really good. And Common Bond is good in the green-white populate decks, but there's not a whole lot in this pack. So, we'll take the Lobber Crew.
Let's see. We have Grim Rastabout, Ultimate Price, but Splatter Thug is pretty good. That'd be my pick.
Yeah, I definitely like the Splatter Thug, because we're going to be in an aggro deck that just happens to have a Pack Rat in it. I think if we get any card back, I think it's going to be the Deviant Glee, and I've actually been really impressed by that card. So, I'm hoping we table that. So,
This pack doesn't have much, so Sewer Shambler is probably the only card we can take here.
I would have to agree. I feel like white is probably pretty solid if these are still in here. But I mean, it is kind of early, but there's probably going to be a solid blue-white deck that comes out of this. And I definitely agree that there's going to be a solid blue-white deck.
So we could potentially switch here.
Into black-green. Um, let's see.
Yeah, yeah, we definitely want to play pack rat, so probably take the salvage.
Yeah. This is kind of awkward. And we did pass a lot of red in the first pack, so I guess I'm not that surprised. But I think we take the salvage here and hope green gets better. Yeah, so like, I think we take the Drudge Beetle
Yeah,
here
bunch
and start to move into Golgari. There was a Racketeer and an Electromancer in that, so like red's just gonna keep getting even more insane for the guy to the left of us. Pack Rat is just so insane.
hmm I think people have written enough articles about pack rat that everyone should know how good it is.
Yeah. I was playing at an F&M draft a few weeks ago, and some guy drafted Drainpipe, like 3 Drainpipe Vermin and a Pack Rat, and he just played those cards and the rest were swamps. And it was one of the most hilarious things I'd ever seen. So,
This is kind of an awkward pack for us.
yeah. Like, the fact that there's still arresters going around is kind of annoying. Um,
I don't think we can move into white at this point, though.
yeah, we're definitely not in white. I I've drafted off color of the guilds. I'm not a huge fan. I feel like we just take the vermin
Yeah, we can get a Horncollar Shin if we really need it later on.
here. Yeah. Speaking of which,
This is awkward.
I mean, we could play Wrath's dot deck, but This is really awkward. There's not much black, and white is pretty open.
Yeah, security blockade's the best card here.
Yeah. So let's just get that out of here. Ugh.
Tower and Indrik is a playable card.
Yeah. Man, that Rakdos deck is gonna be so nuts.
Yeah. We just got cut pretty heavily.
Yeah. Okay, so here I think I like the Mind Rot. I don't usually play it main deck, but I definitely think it's a sideboard card.
Yeah, definitely.
Um, yeah. And we got the Deviant Glee back, but I don't know if we're going that route anymore. What do you think, Justin?
Um, Deviant Glee is the only one we'd probably play, so I'll just take it.
Okay. Let's hide this red and white. Let's just take the cancel here. It's the only one that people will play.
Yeah.
Hate draft in the rare.
So this isn't the best start, but we have a pack rat that can potentially get people.
Yeah, I'm definitely not upset that we have a pack rat. If we get that card ever, I'm pretty sure we just win. So, um, so Supreme Verdict destroys our pack rat plan. And there's a few black-green cards in here, but not much. Like the Jailbreaker and the Brino really good. I feel like we have to take the Verdict here.
I don't know. I don't think it's worth taking it. Like, we just need playables at this point. So it's between the Rhino and the Jailbreaker.
I mean, that's what I would think. But I mean, the thing is about the Verdict, like, it just blows out our pack rat plan.
I mean, hopefully we can pick up some scavenge guys, which makes it not the worst. So I would probably take Jailbreaker.
Okay. So we get a huge
And yeah, Deadbridge Goliath is pretty sweet.
for 4.
There's also Dread Mingler.
And a Perilous
Yeah.
Shadow. Centaur's Herald is pretty good. Ow.
You can expect to table something good out of this pack.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting the Mangler back for sure, but I don't think we can pass this rare. It's just too good. So let's see. Skyline Predator. I actually have no idea what we could get back. But we have to take the guy alive here.
Yeah.
So
We have a couple options. The Imp, the Vine, Giant Growth, or Golgari Charm. I really like the Imp in this archetype though.
yeah, Imp is really sweet once you start scavenging.
Yeah.
Which means we're gonna have to pick up more scavenge guys, but I don't think that'll be too big of a problem. I really like Golgari Charm because a lot of times it can just act as a wrath. Like more often than you'd think, but man.
Yeah, at this point we just need guys though.
Definitely the Imp. And I hope we get one of these two back. I'd be okay with the Vine, but I'd rather get a spell. So,
Here it's between Trestle Troll and Jailbreaker.
we really need a gate for Jailbreaker to do work.
Yeah, so at this point I think Trestle Troll is probably a better pick.
Yeah, it just sits there and like it's one of the few cards that's nearly impossible to deal with on the pack rat. So, although I also like Gerard's Orders. It's a tutor for a pack rat and a scavenge guy in the yard.
I'm not sure.
I feel. Oh, I really want to
I
take
feel
the
like it's too
floaters.
slow though.
I
Like
mean,
you want to get pack rat early.
but like pack rat is just once we get to this point, we can do it twice in one turn.
Let's
So
go with it.
I'm gonna take the orders. Just having a tutor for our winning card is nuts. Okay, so here I think we really only have two or maybe three. The Guild Gate turns on our Jailbreaker and fixes our mana a little bit. Um, I really like the Crocodile, and the Breast Strider is really good, but it's really weak to like almost anything.
Hmm. I think we just need the guild gate.
Yeah, because if we end up with more Jailbreakers, like they're gonna be the main way we win. I feel like. So let's see, we're gonna get one card back. We're gonna get two cards back, so one's gonna be a land and probably destroy evidence. So yeah, that kind of sucks. Hmm.
I think we just take Centaur's Herald.
I mean, I really like the shade too. Um. The is kind of weak. It's good, but it's not in what we're doing. So you think it's the Herald over the Shade?
Yeah, Herald comes down earlier, and you don't have to invest mana. It's a pretty solid guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I feel like we can get Shades if we need them later too. And we have enough 4-drops right now. Wow.
Let's see.
So, I'm pretty sure Long Legs is the best pick here.
Yeah, Long Legs is a solid beater, and it fills out our curve.
Yeah. Although this pack has a lot of good green-black cards. So, our deck's really starting to shape up. I mean, we still need quite a few more playables. But
We have some sweet rares.
yeah. We have a pack rat and a tutor for a pack rat. And, like, the best green rare. And then we get past another good green rare with Scavenge.
Yeah, I actually like that guy more than some people.
Like, it's... A lot of people try to fit it into the Selesnya decks, where I don't think it really has an opportunity to shine. But in Scavenge, like, this guy just gets so out of hand, and it makes everything else out of hand.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure this is our pick here. Like, the Chorus of Mine is really good too, but... Yeah.
And Beastmaster fills out our curve.
Yeah. So, Hexproof Rhino...
Rhino is really good with Scavenge, so I think that's the pick.
Yeah, this deck is definitely looking a lot better now. This is my first time having a pack rat and turned around Nickel Limited so far.
That's pretty sweet.
Wow, so
We,
this is
yeah, we tabled everything we could want.
yeah. So I guess it's out of this. I think the pick comes down to Troll or Herald.
Well, since we don't have a troll yet, that would probably be what I would take.
Yeah. And we're gonna need to be pretty defensive until we can either get to the point where we have a Beastmaster, unless we have an early pack rat.
And we got our giant growth.
How and arresters are still going around. This is interesting. I don't think we're gonna play them, but I think we take the sideboard predation, and we can
Yeah.
even play it main because we don't. We have
It's a really good sideboard card in this format.
like we have Indrik and Troll to deal with flyers, but predation's definitely gonna be better post board. I'm just gonna take Junker.
Take the rare.
So yeah, we at least have a deck now. Let's hope for a second pack rat. That'd be
Or a stab wound or something of that sort would be nice.
oh, we're gonna be passing a chemister. That's rough.
I think Sluice Way Scorpion is pretty insane.
I like the Scorpion a lot. Um, we could get another Jailbreaker, but I don't think we need that right now.
Yeah, and I think we can probably table one of the guild gates.
Or a Beetle, I
Yeah.
think. I just... Wow. I really don't like passing a Chemister. But we don't really have a choice here.
Yeah.
So, here we get quite a few cards. These four are really good. I don't think we need another Rhino. But I do like Launch Party because we don't really have any kill spells.
Yeah, we have no removal, so taking something like Launch Party here is pretty good.
And I hope we get a Salvage or a Shambler back out of this. Or even a Rogue's Passage. I like it a lot in the decks where you just make huge guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, we definitely need to start finding removal. Like Ultimate Price. There's Ultimate Price, and there's a Shade,
And
and
Dead
there's a
Reveler.
Dead Reveler.
Dead Reveler is like an insane beater.
Yeah.
But
Passing
I kind of like taking the removal here.
Yeah, we're passing on Annihilating Fire, which is annoying. We have 13 creatures right now. Yeah, I think we just really need the removal spell,
Yeah.
which is unfortunate, but... So, is Mind Rot playable main deck?
I would generally say no, but I haven't tested it enough to know.
Yeah. So we need about 4 more playable cards. Preferably 5, because I don't think the Deviant Glee is something we want to be playing.
Here I think the pick is Sewer Shambler, so we can have a better curve.
Yeah, and we really need the Scavenge guys for later in the game, if we don't get Pack Rat online.
Yeah.
And, wow. So, there's an Imp, a Crocodile, and a Giant Growth.
Again, I really like Imp in this archetype, because you can make it huge. And we already have a Giant Growth.
Yeah. Someone's gonna get a Teleportal. Pretty sure the Monitor is the best card here.
Yeah, even though we have a lot of 4s,
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
Teleportal is gonna win the game so many times. And we got a super late Dead Reveler.
Yep, got a Dead Reveler. It's pretty much what we wanted.
Yeah. I don't feel nearly as bad about passing that one now. Okay, so Savage Surge or Giant Growth?
I generally like Giant Growth, since we have some defenders anyway.
Yeah. And I don't think... we don't have anything that benefits from untapping, really.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a combat trick when they're attacking, but I'd rather just have the better, the two more efficient. And
We got another Grudge Beetle.
able to Judge Beetle. That's really good. So I think I'm gonna hide the Glee. I don't feel like we're gonna be playing that card.
Yeah.
And that puts us at 24 cards if we hide the land. So we might be cutting like a Rhino or a 4-drop.
Yeah, probably a 4-drop. I don't know if we want Jailbreaker since we only have one gate.
Yeah.
Usually one of these two.
We'll see if we can feel
See
like
if
if
we
we
get
get one
one.
more, wow. So it's between the Rogue's Passage and the Grizzly Salvage. And if we're gonna be like really relying heavily on the pack rat plan, I feel like Grizzly Salvage is the pick here.
Yeah, I think salvage is really good considering how many scavenge guys we have.
Yeah. Wow. And we got a Dead Reveler and a Shade back.
I think we just take the second dead reveler.
Yeah. We don't wanna, we're gonna be investing mana into Scavenge and pack rat. We won't wanna mess around with Shade. Wow. This is gonna be an interesting deck to build, because I'm not entirely sure what we cut here.
I'm looking at Towering Indrika as a possible cut, just because we have more powerful cards.
I mean, the thing I like about Indrik is it prevents us getting like just blown out by flyers. But I guess we do have imps now. I feel like maybe we cut the troll.
Possibly.
I don't. Doesn't really matter. And we aren't really gonna play that anymore. Okay. So, time to build this thing. So, we're gonna be playing imp, Packrat, Ultimate Price, Surgeon, Launch Party, Mario. Wow. So,
So we need to cut 2 cards.
yeah. Hmm. So I'm not so sure I'm sold on the Centaur's Herald or the Trestle Troll. And I can kind of see your argument on the Indrik as well. So, let's put these over here.
I think we need at least one reach guy though.
I mean, we do have, yeah, I think we keep one of these. We do have the imps to fight against flyers as well.
I think Trestle Troll's the better of the two. And yeah, it's possible that Centaur's Herald isn't what we want to do. But
Yeah, I feel like,
I think it's a solid card.
I think it's solid, but I don't think it's where this deck wants to be right now. Because I'm pretty sure like our main goal here is to dig to pack rat. Like we got the orders and we got the 2 salvages. And then like our backup plan is like scavenge plus wild beastmaster and just getting in the beats.
Or do we even want 2 giant growths? That's another option.
I feel like we really do want the giant growths. Just in case we're gonna have to play around removal. We saw
Yeah,
a lot.
true.
And like if we land a pack rat, like one of the things a lot of the people are talking about is making sure you can play around the removal for it. So like sometimes you just want to wait till like turn 3 to play a pack rat, and then play a giant growth to like be able to save it.
Yeah, that seems good.
So I think we cut these 2. I do like the Indrik. I just don't know if we want it or the troll.
I like Troll. We can always bring this in if need be.
Yeah. I just like the. I always end up liking the Indrik more because it can beat down, whereas the troll just sits there. But the troll is also just something that it's nearly impossible to deal with once we have the mana up to regenerate it. So we're playing the Gilgate. See what it suggests lands wise. An equal cut. Yeah, that actually seems fine. We don't have any double colored until 4 drops, and those are green.
Yeah, 8-8 split looks fine.
So here's our deck, and we'll get back with you guys when we start round 1.
See what happens.